Hello everyone, Friday, the 7th of March, 2025. Today is the big hyped up day that everyone's been talking about with the crypto summit. And it's been hyped up like you wouldn't believe. But last night we had an interesting announcement, we'll say. And you may have seen a couple of shorts I did last night about it because the market was being the market. And it really seemed like they were dumping coins in order to move them and then buy when everyone else sells. You know, the usual play. Now, but as I pondered all this news, shared videos on X from others about it, my takeaway is that they're treating Bitcoin as a contagion. They have isolated the contagion. Now, to explain, Bitcoin is tarnished. That's what happens with OGs. They get tarnished. Same thing with Ethereum, the OG of smart contracts. It gets tarnished. They even try to tarnish Monero, the OG of privacy. That all being said, ladies and gentlemen, why would they push it away into something separate? Well, we can make a couple of educated guesses on that. Now, nothing I say here is financial advice nor any other type of advice. This is one guy's opinion and putting out a hypothesis, conjecture, what have you. Purpose of this channel is for infotainment purposes, as they say. Anyway, so let's treat Bitcoin as what it is, tarnished. It's been used by unscrupulous people, which is what's going to happen, and silly people, like the people that were in front of me just now. Every Bitcoin has a history, which is why Monero is so good, because, well, that's a whole separate topic. And this breaks my heart to say it because I was that USB miner guy interviewed by Ivan. And, I still have my little mining garden. I haven't taken that down yet. And I won't for a reason why I plan to mention later. Now, what appears to be happening, it's going to get written off as preparing for alt season, all that kind of stuff. But what's really happening is, in my humble opinion, that Bitcoin is getting isolated for a crash. That's why Sailor's there. Just my opinion. It's going to get knocked down to its non-pumped price. What do I mean by non-pumped price? Stuff in the road, ladies and gentlemen. What I mean is, Bitcoin has been pumped by Tether. Bitcoin has been pumped by hype. They try to give Bitcoin a utility as store of value. They've tried to, they've done ordinals. They've done so much to Bitcoin to try to justify it being worth so much. Point is that it's very good at one set of functions, which is paying for things that you want traced, such as you buy a house. I've always said, one day people will buy houses with Bitcoin. Will that still come to fruition? It's anyone's guess. Most likely not, because cryptocurrencies have gotten much more savvy lately. So the entire industry of digital assets is much savvier than it once was, so that will probably not happen. But that's just an illustration of an example. So with what's going on, they're going to isolate it. They're going to try to clean it up. And I've said this for a while, they're just going to put what they seized into it. And that's basically what they're gonna, that's basically it. So I personally would say Sure. Will I turn on my USB miners again? Yeah. Once Bitcoin goes down to a certain price and hardly anyone's mining it, because I learned a lot from Mr. Christoph, Cursed Mining, about how you avoid surges, how you keep it at a low, steady rate, calculating kilowatts out. It's a lot to mining. They try to tell you it's not, and you just buy this, plug it in. That's malarkey. There's a lot to mining. But that's another thing. You're not going to make huge profits. It's just it's going to be an enthusiast's endeavor, we'll say. And you may make like 10 grand out of it or something over a course of a year. It's not going to be what it is today. The entire Bitcoin industry is going to be changed. That's my whole point. Digital assets have become much more sophisticated. We have different loan products, etc. Different types of smart contracts. So it seems like, was Bitcoin really beta test coin that some people joke about? My opinion, probably so. One day we'll find out who Satoshi Nakamoto was, or who they were. My money's on Elon, Sergey, the late Hal. Yeah, those guys, because it was such a long time ago and they used tech from way back when. And it's at C plus plus or something like that. So what's going to happen today? And this is just me trying to glean the cube. Bitcoin's going to get isolated. It's going to go down to fair market value, which is probably, and it depends how you want to calculate it. If you want a range, it's a big range. I currently have 13 to 30,000 per Bitcoin. The other coins are going to go up. XRP is going to flip both Ethereum and Bitcoin. Will that happen today? No. Well, there is a plausible idea that prices will be set today. But I think that's a bit of a stretch. I think they're going to walk everyone into this very slowly, very comfortably, and it's just going to move right on over to this digital system. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Swift is about a hair away from crashing and becoming truly worthless. So yeah, they have another system in place. They're going to put that in. So just get ready. It's going to be a slow walk to Bitcoin being essentially dismantled. The newer technology is going to come online. Don't play into the whimsy of the markets. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine last night about it. Yes, there's a lot going on. It is kind of fun to watch people's reaction, but it's also kind of sad at the same time. So yeah, it's a big day. It's not going to be the kind of day some people will have you think. You're going to have everybody with ulterior motives trying to hype this stuff up. While it is always plausible that it'll be done overnight, yeah, I kind of question that. Maybe in the end it'll be done overnight. The switch will be flipped. Flipping of the switch, as they say. But at least starting today, yeah, it starts today with the announcement. I think it'll be a comfortable walk. But we also have other factors, such as the real estate market. All real estate markets being in a bubble, residential, commercial, what have you. We have government buildings for sale. I mean, who would buy a government building, right? It's built in the 50s, probably. It's structurally well built, but it has lead paint, it has old pipes and wiring. Who's going to buy that? Somebody who wants to buy a discount will buy it. So, there's a lot of different factors at play. Real estate is really a key factor in that. So, takeaway is that after today, it's going to be an interesting weekend. Next week should also be interesting. We may have a few other controlled poppings of various bubbles. So just get ready for a very interesting ride. And just, what you hold on to it. And let me know what you think down below. If you like what I bring up here, please please share it, and please subscribe. Tick that bell, please, too. So that's it. I have to say that other stuff for YouTube. This way they'll put me in the algorithm, because this word needs to get out. The rational crypto, the common sense crypto reporting has to become much more prevalent. There's a lot of hype out there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin starting today. It's a very sad thing for me, because of my love for what Bitcoin was supposed to be, but the world has changed since then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching as always, and be good to each other. Peace.